Secretary of State John Kerry's visit to Indiana University yesterday in many ways couldn't have been better. Kerry took the stage at the IU auditorium at the same time President Obama announced his plan to halt the U.S. troop withdrawal in Afghanistan. Obama pledged to end the war that's been going on for 14 years in that country, but Thursday's announcement means his successor in the White House will inherit the war. Sarah Whitmire reports on John Kerry's visit to IU and why he says the president's decision to reverse course on his plan to pull troops out of Afghanistan is the best thing for the U.S. and the world.
President Obama says he's convinced his plan to maintain troop levels at 9,800 in Afghanistan through much of next year before reducing them to 5,500 in late 2016 or early 2017 is critical to that country's success and to the security of U.S. national forces. Today, speaking at Indiana University here, Secretary of State John Kerry echoed the president's remarks, saying that the plan was absolutely critical to protecting U.S. troops.
This decision is the result of an extended process of review designed to ensure that our fundamental interests in that country and in the region are protected. Our continued military presence there is essential to give the new government of national unity the support that it needs to implement reforms and defend its population against violent extremists who seek to impose their will. And it is important to us as Americans who understand what happens when you don't have governed spaces anywhere and the vacuum is filled by extremists.
The opening of Indiana University's new School of Global and International Studies was the reason for Kerry's visit. But it wasn't your typical grand opening speech, with Kerry delving into some of the biggest global challenges facing the country. In addition to Afghanistan, the secretary talked climate change, the Iran nuclear deal, and trade.
The complications of this era are neither reason nor excuse to duck our common responsibilities. On the contrary, it is precisely because of the complexity of this world that we are required to tackle the hardest challenges and live up to the magnificent legacy that we inherited. If that doesn't sound easy, my friends, it's because it isn't.
After the address at the IU auditorium, Kerry attended a luncheon at the new Global Studies building. IU President Michael McRobbie presented him with a key to the building as a thank you for what he called Kerry's superb address.
I think everybody will agree that was a truly extraordinary and unforgettable address by Secretary Kerry, one that will stay with everybody here for the rest of their lives.
Kerry's visit marks the first time a sitting Secretary of State has visited IU in the last 2 decades. For Indiana News Desk, I'm Sarah Whitmire.